Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel. And today is Saturday, August the 20th, and today I am up early in the yard. It's like not even 7 o'clock because Oliver's been here for the week, our 12-year-old grandson, and we've got to take him home today. But I wanted to get my Saturday happenings video done because today is so exciting. Because you remember, for the Jamboree, Forjars gave each of us a $50 gift code to give out. So in a few minutes, I'm going to be doing the drawing for that. But plug for the Jamboree. We're like 2/3 of the way through it. Go down and look in my comment section, and there's all the channels that participated. Head over there because go check out their channels. And you know what? Hit the like and subscribe. That always helps all of us out. And if you haven't done that for this channel, you need to do that. But the cool thing is, this year, we're not making jams and jellies. We were using jams and jellies in all kinds of cool recipes. So make sure you go check out everybody's recipes. So I've got my random comment picker all picked out, all ready to go so that I can just hit the get the winner. And so we'll do that in a second. But, you know, in my Saturday Happenings videos, I always like to kind of go over the videos that I did and talk about the ones that are coming up. And the cool thing is, I found that when I go over the ones that I did, I have to kind of go back and kind of review my videos for the week. And oftentimes people have comments that I could answer here. So that's kind of cool. But this week, on Monday, we did making butter. That was actually really fun. And I like making butter. When we go to Costco, I get the big thing of whipped cream and we make butter. I do it, sometimes I get into it where I'm doing it a bunch and then I don't do it for a long time and then I do it. But it was fun because I left some. So when Oliver came up, we made butter, and it was kind of cool because it was an opportunity to show him how butter's made, but he made the butter. We talked about the difference between salted and unsalted butter. We showed how basically we saved some of the whipped cream, and then we had bananas with whipped cream and date. I have coconut sugar and date sugar, but we put date sugar on it and some cinnamon. It was really, really good. And buttermilk. So we actually used the buttermilk and made buttermilk biscuits that we put the butter on. So that was really kind of cool to have that whole like 3 products from one thing type learning. But it was also just really good. I did a short. I like the shorts. They're just fun. And then the roast pork in spicy sauce that we used the Forjars lids on. But the roast pork in spicy sauce, I am having so much fun getting Brian to can. Like, I've canned tons of stuff. Once in a while, he's come in and canned. I think one time, a long, long time ago, he did peppers with me, like hot peppers that we canned. But it's not been a thing, but it's kind of fun getting him in the kitchen. And honestly, I've been doing YouTube for like 10 years. And now he like wants to do it, which is kind of fun. I'm enjoying that. So you'll see a little bit more of Brian. So anyway, and he's a good taste tester. Somebody in my comments said that he's a good taste tester, and he is. So anyway, he did roast pork and spicy sauce, and that stuff is so good. And I am going to come up with recipes to use the things that we can. So, for example, yesterday we did using the barbecued pulled pork that he canned. That's so good. I really, really like that, and I might just do some with beef. I might do some with chicken. Like, you could do any of the meats. You just need to make sure that you're following the length of time that you would process your meats. I think they're all the same. But see, there's the thing. I never guess. I always look at my recipe. And that helps me with things like, number one, I never remember, like with tomatoes, you have to put lemon juice in them. And if it's pressure canned, I don't think about it. So things like doing your meats for a specific amount of time, things that are required that you have as an additive or an acidifier in things. Those are the kind of things I don't just rely on my brain for. I look at a recipe every single time. So that's cool. Oh, and then on Thursday, pressure canner maintenance. That was actually really, really good. It was kind of good to go over that, and I wanted to share the little thing where the little pop-up lock, how you can unscrew that. And one of the people in my comments said that that actually happened to her, and apparently like the Dish Network guy was there, and he thought he did something wrong. So that was kind of funny, but that was good. People have asked me why I don't store my gasket. Why don't I leave it in the ring? It's just a preference. There's people who leave it in there. There's people who don't. I just don't. It's kind of like rings on jars. Some people like them on their jars. Some people don't. I don't. So I just take everything that way. kind of when you have to put the gasket in every single time, it forces you to do a little kind of an inspection. It reminds you to do an inspection. So I don't. What was the other thing? Oh, somebody was saying about having the bottom of their canner. They had an old canner that was kind of bowed. You can, I've known people that turn them over and put them on. My husband's got those, like those padded mats in the garage. They're hard, but they're soft enough. They're for standing on. Turn it over, put some sort of padding underneath it, and you can put a board across it and kind of, you know, hit it and try to flatten it if it's got a slight bow to it. But I wouldn't suggest doing that if it's a big bow. Anyway, so there's that. And then we use the pulled pork. So those were the videos. Made butter, just walked around the backyard, roast pork and spicy sauce, pressure canner maintenance, and using the barbecued pulled pork that Brian had canned the week before. And there's still one more, isn't there, next week? Let me see. Yes, there's still another Brian canning pork recipe coming up. Okay, so today's Saturday happenings, drawing for the Jamboree Forjars thing. But tomorrow, there's going to be a little update, our final update on the sauerkraut. So if you watch tomorrow, you'll see how that turned out. Oh, and then last week, we did one of those workshops. We did a tuna canning workshop. And we always have like 1 or 2 extra jars in case something goes wrong with one of the workshop participants' jars. Because in our workshops, you actually make it. It's like a hands-on training, and you go home with a jar of the product you made. So we had some. I want you guys to watch this video on Monday because we had 3 jars left over. One of them did not seal. And it gave me an opportunity with one of my other food preserver gals to do the tapping on the top so that you can hear what it sounds like if a jar, kind of it's sealed, like the lid is on it, like it's sealed and even the button was down, but you could tell it wasn't sealed. So a lid can be stuck to the top of the jar without it being properly sealed as far as, you know, all the air expelled, and there's a sound that you can listen for. So watch that video tomorrow and you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll see. And then on Wednesday, Brian will be doing pressure canning another pork item. So exciting. So there will be another video with Brian. And then I've got, what's this? You know, I just got a couple other little shorts and stuff already. See, I have them already in my book. Those videos are already up and ready and scheduled. But I'm just thinking of other things, and it's like all day long, all the time, I'm thinking, oh, I could do a video on that. So anyway, so here's the final thing, what we're going to do today. I am going to check it out. I've got my random comment picker here. Hang on, I got to see. Oh, I got my hair is a little bit wet. I just got out of the shower. All right, so we're going to random names. 7 plus 4 is 11. You got to do this little thing to make sure that you're not like a robot. There were 217 comments, and now we're going to start the raffle random picker. Here it is. It's working its way. See all the things? Rocky Hills Home is the winner. See there? It says Rocky Hills Home. Let's read the comment. The comment says, "Oh, so nice. Thank you to all of the channels creating for Jamboree, and special thanks to Forjars for sponsoring the giveaways for Jamboree." Yay! Okay, so here's the story. All right, Rocky Hills Home, I will try to get a hold of you and let you know that you're the winner. Okay, there's scammers. There's always got to be someone who's a scammer. You know, I'm just telling you. I will never ask for you to text me. I will never ask for your financial information. I will never do any of that. What I'm doing is telling you that you won. Rocky Hills Home, you won. So you get a $50 code that you can go to the Forjars site and shop, and then put the code in and get $50. That's pretty awesome. So thank you, Forjars, right? Anyway, all I want you to do is, my preference is that you use my email address, which is super easy. It's just tulilucreates@gmail.com. There's also a link in my About little tab. Either that, or you can message me through Facebook, or direct message me through YouTube, or message me through Instagram. One of those things, message me and say, hey, I'm Rocky Hills Home and I'm excited that I won, or whatever you want to say, and I will reply with the code for you to use when you check out at Forjars. Okay, so I'm going to write that down in here. I got to hear from you so that I can get that code to you. And other than that, such a pretty day. Listen to the birds. Such a nice day. So today's going to be a beautiful day on the way down there. Might do a couple videos on the way just because it's so pretty. It's a beautiful drive and it's going to be a beautiful day. And that's that. So I'm looking forward to next week. I've got some good ideas that I'm going to do, some fun stuff. I put some sprouts in the kitchen. I'll see if they grow. I've done them before. I just, I don't know, got my little sprouter out and put some sprouts up. I'll see what I can do with those. So there you go. Hey, Snickers. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.